This is a particularly nice piece of landscape design work from a site in Norway, but there's a small problem with it. On this particular layout, it's called Des 1, I can select the floating viewport by taking a crossing window there, and you can see I have two objects selected. What I want to do now is just zoom in, and I want to remove, holding the shift key down, I want to remove that frame from the selection set. So now I've just got the floating viewport, and I could double click and go in there. You can see the property is that of viewport, and it's on a layer 0. Let's now unselect all and return to the overview layout. That's this one here, and I'll do exactly the same. Try with a crossing window to select both the frame and the viewport. You'll notice I can't pick the frame. What's happened here, quite by accident I'm sure, is that the designer has put the frame on a layer called Design 1, turn that layer off. So now let's do that again. We'll set up our crossing box. This time we get 2. In fact, we've got 3 entities. Not quite sure why we've got 3. Let's just do that again. And we've got 3. What are they? They're a viewport and a block reference, 2 block references. Okay, there are a couple of blocks there. We'll leave that for the moment because it may be a nested block, but we'll just cancel from there. What I want to do is hold my shift key down and just get rid of that frame. That takes me to 2 references. Let me select that. May still be Design 1.2. I can see down here is turned off. That one's puzzling me a little, but we're on layer Design 1, and remember that's a frozen layer. So what I'm going to do is change those 2 entities, in fact, to layer 0 and zoom extents, and we'll see what we can select this time. I'll jump in there and try that crossing window again. This time I still get the 3, and that's a little puzzle to me, but clearly I can now select them and deal with them. I'm going to just try get rid of that frame by, I keep holding my control key down. I need to hold my shift key down. In fact, what I'm going to do now is just move that frame, and I'll put polar on. I'm going to move that frame, that selected group, across there. So I think what we've got here, in fact, we've got 2 frames, one on top of the other. So clearly there's some sort of error there, and we need to remove that frame, and now we should be able to move this one back. With ortho on, we can put it in the correct thing, and then zoom extents again. So there were a couple of problems there. There was some duplication of a block, probably again because they were on that layer that was turned off. So now things are in the correct orientation and order, and now we've got 2. So all layouts are now behaving in the same way. So it can get a little tricky if you turn layers off and put entities on layers that are off. That's a risky business.